Crimson Palace. Aptly named, I see. Oh great, now friggin' Saberclaws show up. Saberclaws also got a very slight buff treatment, and there's was arguably the defining feature that makes this crossbow worse than even Wayfarer's terrible version. In the Wayfarer version, it can sometimes one-shot Saberclaws. It can't here, it always kills them in 2 shots. But yeah, I don't think the Saberclaws got much of a buff in terms of either health or damage, but they do, like, propel themselves forward a little every time they do a melee attack. Okay, now they gave us the Hellstaff, which also got butchered in this remaster version, because it fires homing projectiles. Its damage is a bit higher, but again, they nerfed its ammo capacity to make up for that. And they nerfed it pretty heavily from memory. The Seeking may seem harmless now, but in most of the time, the whole homing effect of its projectiles means the projectiles will home themselves into walls instead of homing into the enemy. Happens very frequently. Oh yeah, there's more unused beta textures. They use these ones a lot in their remaking of episode 4's levels, the ossuary. Do I have? No, I don't have these.
Hi there.
Oh, Chaos Serpents. All right. Oh, they're Wayfarer-style Chaos Serpents. Oh, great. What is up with people worshipping Wayfarer? Wayfarer did some good things, but it is not flawless. Why do so many fucking people put Wayfarer on a pedestal and worship it?
You fail.
Yeah, just to clarify, Chaos Serpents, like the ones I just killed, appeared in Wayfarer. They're much tankier than normal Serpents. And they also have some more spammy fireball attacks. Hopefully that also means they'll appear in smaller numbers than they do in bog standard Hexen. See, so, okay, yeah, it's green, so that means we go through these two. Yeah. There's a reason this slow weapon switching has become outdated. There we go.
Toasty.
Alright. Now thankfully, considering these are Wayfarer style, yep, the Phoenix Rod makes short work of them. Friggin' runes are blending into the map. Thematically speaking, may have been an appropriate choice, but yeah, see? They kind of dash forward a little every time they swing, but they're still mostly a non-threat, even with the shoddy crossbow. Oh, fantastic. I'm getting surrounded. And now my crap crossbow is almost completely out of ammo. Well, This is also a good Ophidian deterrent, at least. Yeah, the ammo for the Hellstaff used to go up to 200 without a bag of holding. Not anymore. Okay. Our first lich of the playthrough. You made the mistake of seeing me after I got a Phoenix Rod. Oh, right, it's damage randomization.
You fail.
Oh boy, what is with people turning a blind eye to damage randomization?
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hello. Okay, I'm gonna need to check more of those. Yeah, in Wayfarer, the Ophidians were way squishier. I think maybe... I don't know if they rolled back that change a bit or what, but they're still not on par with late-game enemy standards. Oop, there we go. Oh, I could telefrag that guy. What was I doing?
You fail.
There we go. Another Hellstaff. Brother, you already gave me one. Oh, yeah. Speaking of odd changes, I guess I did this because saturated red effects like this can be harsh on the eyes, but among the what they call accessibility options for this game is one that turns all the red textures brown. Like it just says it lowers the intensity of reds. No, it turns them all brown. Very strange and very misleading. But yeah, I guess in that case, this palace would look a lot different than how it does now. Get out of here. Okay, wow, how much does this spiral around for? Nope. Gosh, if I ever run out of Phoenix ammo, what am I gonna do? Okay. Let's see, I don't know if this will work. Okay, yeah, it does work on them. It must not have boss flags in that case. Oh yeah, they also made this a super fast projectile, sort of like the powered up Dragon Claw. I don't know if they fixed the problem with it pushing enemies out of its... Okay, they did. Because that is one good thing that Wayfarer did. It fixed the it fixed the whole deal about the Hellstaff Rain pushing enemies out of its center, which makes it almost impossible to walk enemies into the actual rain, and also makes it far less likely that they'll stay in the rain. Okay. Okay. Nope, nope, no, come on, no. I honestly don't get why they didn't decide to buff the Dragon Claw. I really don't. I mean, hell, even I did that in Raven's Graves. Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa.
What the
Eat that! Maybe that's what you were meant to do there. This is a weird setup you got here. Weird. Okay, okay, yeah, that was all set up for a trap. Whoa.
Nope. Nope.
Wow, because of his own projectile offsets. So,
Nope.
I get why they did that. They made it so that it looks more like the fireballs coming out of their mouth, but they made the projectile offsets too high. This is something that applies in the Hexen version too, so their shots fly over your head.
Epic fail.
They're not even dangerous! I don't know how the hell that slipped past testing. I honestly don't. So let's see, it's a 6th level where... I believe so. Let me go check real quick. Yeah, it's map 6, I believe so. Oh, goody, another one. Oh, I got the sole secret in that map. Watergate. Oh boy, this is gonna be pretty scandalous, isn't it? I notice they're primarily using music tracks from episode 1 here. And honestly, it feels like those flesh golems were meant to be the weak popcorn fodder enemies. I wonder if the Draugrs have less health. I think they might. I'm gonna be careful because that saber claw again has infinite height melee attacks. Okay. And apparently I can get people stuck on each other still.
You fail.
Is this... God, is this just going to be a case of everything that can break is going to break? I'm sorry, I thought I was playing Heretic's Night Dive remaster, not Mind's Eye. Oh, there's another new enemy type from the beta, the trolls.
You've got mail.
As you can see, they're in the habit of running at you. And then smacking you up with big old hammers. Ah! Okay. Trying to get myself surrounded here, and I only have the crummy crossbow to defend myself with. Oh, wait, then I have health staff too. How much resistance will you put up against that? Oh, quite a lot of resistance, it turns out. Okay, yep, stick with Phoenix Rod for them. Don't bother anything else. Cup! Piss off, please! There are a lot of saber claws around here. Again, seems oddly reminiscent of Curse of Disparol. As I do recall, Curse of Disparol had a lot of areas where you were like on an elevated ground and there were a lot of saber claws in pits below to dissuade you from jumping down into them, I guess. Yeah, see right there, that my Hellstaff shots were not going after the saber claw. They were going into the ground or going into the friggin' windowsill. That's what I mean by the homing effect causing more problems than it solves. I know I'm whining a lot, but I still haven't whined about the hit scan weapons, even though I'm tempted to because of their accuracy. Yeah, Saberclaws still have trouble getting around. Unless you give them like a jump ability, they're practically not a threat at all. I mean, Wrath of Kronos did that. Raven's Craze did that. Wayfarer didn't do that, it just buffed their damage, and therefore they're still a non-threat. Okay, now I'm hearing my first, episode 2 track. Wait, what? Someone get behind me? Okay, yep. Okay. Okay, whoa. Thank heavens I can't hurt myself with my own rain. Does that happen here too? No, it doesn't. Okay, nope, it does. Come on, Tome, hang in there for just a few more seconds. Okay, good. Huh? That was a secret? That was the secret! Was I supposed to assume that I couldn't get through those bars? What on earth? Oh, I think this is how you're supposed to reach those. Yeah, but you can't do it with those friggin' infinite vertical range saber claws scurrying around down here. I wonder if those ammo items were intentionally arranged in the shape of a penis. I could see why one would think that way. Oh goody, more serpents. Ouch! Yeah. I keep instinctively hitting control to crouch when those things shoot me. So like I said, it works really, really well for dodging it. I remember in the text file for Wayfarer, they mentioned that they made this crossbow slower and fire more shots to give it a more, quote, true shotgun. Make it more like a true shotgun, so-called. I mean, well, one thing with a shotgun is there's got to be a sort of feedback to the pumping. With this, there's nothing. There's no animation or anything. Like, sure, Doom's shotgun is slower and weaker and, well, worse in many other ways, but you at the very least can visibly see when you're doing something and when you're getting ready. Here, it just, with that huge delay after firing a shot, it feels like you're in a loading screen almost. Oh. Another troll. Okay, they're fairly tough, but they're still manageable with, like, medium level weapons, it seems. Wow, there's a lot of undead knights in here. People have made the comparison between undead knights and revenants. I'm not sure that's a fair comparison. Because, I mean, sure, these guys are tall and skeletal like revenants, and sure, they occasionally throw a more dangerous attack, but they're nowhere near as sturdy as revenants are, really. We should not have picked that up. Whoops. And yes, I know revenants in Doom typically are not known for being, like, super tanky, but they're still tanky enough that, with most weapon types, you generally won't be able to kill them before they fire a shot off at you. Here, if you've got the right weapons or right weapon buffs, you can just roll right over them. Now let's see. Okay, does this go through? Yes. Okay. Hello. Yeah, this is not a 100% sequence run. This is a blind run, by the way, meaning I've actually never played this episode before. So I'm going in... The only thing I know is that the secret level is on the 6th map. Other than that, and the new enemy types. Other than that, I don't know what's coming. And in fact, I mostly know of the new enemy types because, and the fact that the secret level is quite slaughtery. Because Argonian Lord wound up playing through this before me, and he sent me some knowledge, but other than that, I still have really no expectations. Now, what was I even supposed to do with all that?